Hi guys, and welcome to Celebrity Dating Tips, where we're going to be analysing the relationships of some of the famous stars and talking about the lessons that you can be learning to help you with your own relationships back home. My name is Adam.
And I'm Amanda. Today we're going to be discussing the dreaded ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends. Last week, Samantha Ronson was spotted visiting Lindsey Lohan at the rehab facility that she went to. So now the question is, how much do you keep in contact with your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, and that's always a difficult situation, right? Where you've been in this committed relationship with somebody for so long, and then suddenly you break up, and then a little while later they get in this really difficult spot, and you still feel obligated to kind of be there for them and to start fixing things and to try and build it up again, or to maybe help them out with that current situation.
A lot of people get stuck with their ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends. They don't really know how to break out of the routine of still talking, texting, Facebooking, messaging them. But the question is, when do you finally break away and get out of the relationship?
Yeah, and it's one of those things, you kind of have to make that stop, right? It has to be a clean break. And we always talk about this, whenever you're trying to end a relationship with somebody, you want that completely clean break, you don't speak to them again, but then as soon as something bad does happen to them, you do feel that need that maybe you should be there supporting them, maybe nobody else is going to be there for them, but yet at that moment is unfortunately the time when you need to really step away.
It is great for Samantha to still care about Lindsey Lohan, to still be there as a friend, but if you really want to move on, if you really, like you said, want to have a clean break from the relationship and get out of it, the only thing to do is to break contact. People ask us all the time, how do you get over an ex-boyfriend or an ex-girlfriend? The only way to get over it is to just clean cut all communication and move on.
Yeah, like it's a really tough situation. I mean, you know, you'd be tempted to feel sorry for Lindsey. There she is in prison, no one's coming to visit her, so you know, Samantha Ronson does the nice thing and goes to see her. But unfortunately, Lindsey's in prison because of something she created. That's her fault, she's there. And the act of Samantha going there to kind of like support her eventually will be Samantha putting additional effort into that relationship. She's investing and putting some hard work into it, and that could really reignite everything that maybe, you know, there was a break for a reason. You know, it might not be a good thing for her to move back down that path.
Just keep thinking. You broke up for a reason, so the next thing you actually want to do is physically separate yourself from them completely.
Yeah, stay away. If you've done that decision, then make sure you do stay away. Now, as always, whenever we try to do these videos, we try to answer some of your questions that people have written in. And actually, I think we've got one right now, right?
And Powerify asks us, assuming that I'm at a party or a bar and you created high attraction with a girl, enough for an actual kiss, do you want to stay with them and take it further right there, or do you want to break the rapport that you have and leave them?
This is a classic example of somebody confusing what would normally be a really simple, everyday relationship situation, and they're overcomplicating it with different rules and techniques from different people. So many different people have advice on, make sure you do this when you're in a relationship, or your friend might be saying, hey, make sure you do that when they're talking to you. But ultimately, if something's going good, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't ruin a good thing. You definitely want to break rapport in the interaction so that it doesn't get stale, so that you have a fun vibe between you. But if you've built up enough attraction to actually get them interested in you, to want to get physical with you, to want to kiss you, keep it going. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you've already done the work. You've built the attraction. The whole idea of breaking rapport or doing something to get the other person to invest in you is to try and build up that attraction. And you've already succeeded. You've got the make out. So if you're already kissing the girl and everything's going great, then I say go with it. Enjoy it and enjoy the fruits of it. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, guys, that's about all we've got time for today. We'll be seeing you next week with another one of these videos. And the whole idea behind these is so that normally we don't have a point of reference of a specific relationship that we know about and you know about. It'd be really easy if you knew all of our friends for us to say, well, one of our friends is in this relationship and they're having a problem, and hey, you know that time that, you know, John and Megan, they've got all those problems. Well, if they did this, it would be great, but you don't know who they are. It doesn't mean anything to you. By analysing celebrities, they're people that we all know about the relationships they're in. It kind of sucks for them, I suppose, because they're in the press all the time. But it makes it really easy for us to have a point of reference to help you learn and to benefit from it, to help you in your relationship life. So I think that's about it from us.
And as always, if you want to ask a question, just feel free to leave a comment at the bottom of this video, and don't forget to subscribe.
Perfect, guys. See you